So next, for the next definition, you can see, all of you can see, that is the definition of photosynthesis. Who is going to give me the definition of photosynthesis?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
can I
can I?
answer?
Ma'am, can I?
One by one, children. You should put on your
Ma'am, can
videos,
I?
children. This videos are being recorded.
Good
Okay,
morning, ma'am.
so put on your videos, children. Put on your videos so that I can see you. Yes, Tanya, give the definition.
Photosynthesis is a process by which green plants make their own food by the help of chlorophyll, carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight.
Okay, if I ask you one more question, that is, what are the raw materials required for photosynthesis? Not Tanya. Other than Tanya, Aditya, give me that. What are the raw materials required for photosynthesis, out of which glucose is
Ma'am,
made?
oxygen.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Oxygen is liberated in the process of photosynthesis. So what will be the,
Ma'am,
what
can
are
I
the,
tell?
yes, Shraddha, only the requirements, not the other things. Okay, requirements. Yes. Yes, Shraddha.
Ma'am, can
Ma'am,
I tell?
water and carbon dioxide.
Water and carbon dioxide, very good. Water and carbon dioxides are the requirements or the components that we need for the photosynthesis. And what are the supporting systems? Supporting systems are the chlorophyll, that is the site of photosynthesis. Along with that, sunlight is the source of energy. What happens, this chlorophyll molecule, when there is sunlight, they gets activated and they trap the solar energy into, and convert this solar energy into chemical energy in form of glucose. And this glucose is the food that is prepared in the process of photosynthesis. Is it clear, children? So
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
in
ma'am.
in the process of photosynthesis, you should remember that the photochemical energy, or the photo, that is the solar energy, is being converted into chemical energy in form of glucose. What is the byproduct in photosynthesis? What is the byproduct in photosynthesis?
Ma'am, glucose and oxygen.
Ma'am, glucose and
Glucose and
oxygen.
oxygen.
Glucose is the main product, and byproduct means that is not only the target, that is the oxygen. So all of you write down, oxygen is the byproduct in photosynthesis and glucose is the main product of photosynthesis. Okay, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Next it is stomata. Other than those who have given the answer, others I want. Stomata, what is stomata?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes,
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
Utkarsh.
can
can
I
I
tell?
tell?
Utkarsh.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Ma'am, the
Utkarsh will
tiny
answer.
Ma'am,
pores
ma'am,
present
ma'am,
on
can
the
I tell?
surface of the leaves are called stomata.
Ma'am, can I
Okay,
tell?
yes, Utkarsh, give the
Ma'am, may I
answer.
tell?
Ma'am, the holes through which gases extend are known as stomata.
Okay, that is there are some tiny pores that are present on the surface of the leaves, and they are guarded by two cells. They are called guard cells. So these openings are called
God cells.
stomata. When the guard cell enable the stomata to close and to open. You can see my hand, like this it works. When, so the stomatas are the tiny pores present on the surface of the leaves and helps in exchange of gases. What kind of exchange? When in the photosynthesis, you know that glucose and oxygen is produced, so oxygen will get released through the stomata, and you know that carbon dioxide is also required for photosynthesis, so the carbon dioxide will enter through the stomata. So that's it, that is exchange of gases. One more role is there for stomata. Can anyone tell me one more role of stomata? One more role. Shraddha,
Ma'am,
Chandresh, anyone?
transpiration.
Yes, transpiration. Yes, transpiration is
Ma'am,
the other.
transpiration.
Transpiration. Yes, Samrat, you are right. So transpiration is what? It is the loss of water through the stomata. But this loss of water actually helping the water and minerals to get transported from the roots to the upper part of the plant, that is to the leaves and the stems. So mainly there are two main functions. One is exchange of gases, that is the carbon dioxide will enter the through the stomata and oxygen will get liberated out. And one more thing is, it helps in transpiration. The excess water or the water get lost through these pores in form of water vapor, and this transpiration process helps in the transport of water and minerals from the roots to the upper part of the plants. Okay, is it clear, children? I'm just discussing many things related to this
Yes,
topic.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Next, I have given you
Yes, ma'am.
sharing.
Yes, ma'am, it is
What
clear.
is what is sharing? What is sharing?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Ma'am, can
Just wait, one by one. Just put on your
Ma'am,
videos,
can I
children.
tell?
Put on your videos so that I
Ma'am,
can
Ma'am, I'm on
see
my video.
Ayushi
Ma'am, my,
Pandey. Ayushi Pandey.
can
ma'am,
I?
my video is on.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Ayushi, am
Ma'am,
I?
the fleece of the sheep along with the thin.
Yes, bolo. Yes, Ayushi.
Ma'am, the fleece of the sheep along with a thin layer of skin process is called shearing.
Okay,
Ma'am,
Ritika.
can I tell?
Yes,
Ma'am, can I?
Aditya. Yes, Aditya.
Ma'am, ma'am, shearing is the process of removing the fleece of the sheep along with thin layer of the skin is called shearing.
Okay, very good. Ritika, tell me that why shearing doesn't hurt the animal? Why shearing doesn't hurt the animal?
Ma'am, can I tell?
No,
Ma'am,
Tanya.
what's the question?
Already you have given the answer. Just wait for your turn. I'm asking you that why the process of shearing doesn't hurt the sheep. It doesn't any
Ma'am,
hurt.
can I tell?
Ritika,
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am, can I tell?
just put on, just keep quiet. Ritika, are you able to give the answer? Yes, Utkarsh.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, because it removes hair only.
Utkarsh.
Ma'am, the topmost hair of sheep is dead. So ma'am, when we cut the hair of sheep, it does not hurt the sheep.
So that the top layer, that is
Ma'am,
the
may I tell?
skin. Yes, Aditya.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Ma'am, it is the uppermost.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Ma'am, it is the uppermost layer of the skin of sheep which is usually dead. So, ma'am, it is just like a haircut.
So that is why, as because the uppermost layer of the skin of the sheep is dead, so but whenever we are doing the shearing, it is not harming the animal. So this is the answer. Okay, next write short note on heterotrophs. Heterotrophs, other than those who have given answers. I want others. Yes, Yashvardhan. What are heterotrophs? What are heterotrophs?
Heterotrophs are the.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yash is giving the answer. Just wait, children. Just let him give the answer. Yes, Yashvardhan.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes, Ritika.
Organism
Ritika.
which cannot make their own food and obtain it directly or indirectly from green plants are called heterotrophs.
So heterotrophs are the
Ma'am, can
heterotrophs are the animals. Heterotrophs are the animals. The animals are the organisms. Better it is organism. They are not able to produce their own food and they depends on other organism for their nutritional supply or the food supply. Is it clear to everyone? Short notes. You have to give the examples also along with this. Okay. Insectivorous
Yes,
nutrition.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Insectivorous nutrition. Next, who will give the answer? Insectivorous nutrition.
Plants
Very.
that take the
Bolo. Yes.
insects are called insectivorous nutrition.
The plants mainly, some of the, there are some plants which lack or which are in the soil where the nitrogen is lacking. What will happen? These plants will trap the insects and obtain the protein from their body, and these type of plants are known as the
Are called
insectivorous plants.
insectivorous.
Insectivorous plants, and the process of nutrition is known as insectivorous nutrition. Am I audible? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next it is the willy.
Ma'am,
What are the willy?
ma'am,
Yes,
can I tell?
yes, Tanya.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Just wait. Tanya will give, then Amrit. Okay? Yes, Tanya.
Villi, ma'am,
Ma'am, can I tell?
villi are small finger-like structures present in small intestine. They help to absorb digested food.
Ma'am, they help
Okay, good. Yes, Amrit.
Ma'am, may I tell?
Can I tell?
Absorb the
Ma'am, can I
nutrients
tell?
present in food. Ma'am, can I tell?
Just wait. Yes, Amrit, give the answer.
Outgrowth. The inner wall of the small intestine have thousands of finger-like outgrowth. These are called villi.
Okay.
Not
And
audible.
Shraddha, tell me what are the function of villi? Very good, Amrit. There is a
Ma'am,
definition
can
and
I tell?
function.
Ma'am, the
Shraddha, give the
villi
function.
increase the surface area for absorption of the digested food.
So as because the inner wall of the small intestine, what will happen? It will be like projection, finger like projection. So the surface area of the inner surface of the small intestine is increased, and as a result what will happen, the absorption surface will increase, and as a result it will not take a long time to absorb. Okay, so quickly the digested food will be absorbed in the small intestine. So that will be all about the short note of small intestine, that is villi. Okay, so you have to write all in detail. Next it is rumination. What is rumination?
Ma'am, may I
Ma'am, can I tell?
Just
Ma'am, may I tell?
no, just wait.
May I
Children,
tell?
those who are giving the answer frequently, अभी तान्या तुमने दिए है ना answer, just wait. Let everyone also have the opportunity to give the answer. Yes, Aditya.
Ma'am, ruminants swallow the food without chewing after feeding. Ma'am, they bring back the food from the stomach back into the mouth and chew it again. And ma'am, this process is called rumination.
This process of digestion is known as, very good, rumination. Is it clear? One more question I haven't given over here. Why the ruminants can digest cellulose? Why they are able to digest cellulose?
Ma'am, because they have a bacteria that can digest cellulose.
They are in the stomach, they are having a bacteria, beneficial bacteria that lives inside the
Ma'am,
stomach, and this bacteria helps in the
Good morning, ma'am.
digestion of cellulose. Good morning. And so, in
Ma'am, can you explain?
yes, you want to explain, or I will.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm asking, can you explain?
Okay, that the ruminants, the mainly the herbivores. Ruminants, especially, they are herbivores. They intake the grasses and different leaves. And what will happen? I told you that the vegetables contains roughage, and roughage is a dietary fiber that we cannot digest. The human beings cannot digest, but the ruminants can. Why we cannot why, just wait children, why we cannot digest? Because our body doesn't have the cellulose digesting enzyme in our stomach or in the small intestine. But in case of the ruminants, there are some bacteria that are present, that are residing in the stomach of the ruminants. These bacteria are secreting some enzymes which can digest cellulose. As because of these, the ruminants are able to digest cellulose only because of the presence of this bacteria in their stomach. Okay, Tanya, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So this sort of questions may come if there is subjective exam, and I am going to give this not a direct question, but like this. Okay, what is curd? Tell me, what is curd? CUD. What is curd? Am I audible, children?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Amrit.
May I tell?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Okay, tell me,
Ma'am, the
Chandresh.
food gets
Can I tell?
partially digested and it is called curd.
Yes, Shraddha. Yes, okay, Amrit, you are right. Shraddha, give the same answer. What is the same definition? How will you define the curds?
Ma'am, in human, the food gets partially digested and it is called cud. But later the cud returns into the mouth in small lumps and the animal chews it.
Okay, so they rechew it, and again proper digestion occurs. Yes, Praful Mishra, you are Praful?
I'm Pranjal.
Pranjal.
I'm Pranjal.
Yes, Pranjal, tell me what is your doubt. Tell me your doubt.
Ma'am, question number 7, ma'am.
Question number 7, I have not gone till there. Okay, question number 7, that with the help of a flowchart, give the process of obtaining wool from fleece. We obtain wool from the fleece of the sheep or other animals. So how? What are the different steps we have done already? What are the steps only? Flowchart में mention करना है आपको. Yes, who will give me the answer? Chandresh is there or not? Chandresh, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Chandresh, give the
Ma'am,
answer.
can I tell?
Question number 7, Chandresh.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first is
Ma'am, can I tell?
shearing, then pouring, then sorting, then picking out a burrs, then dyeing.
Okay, Pranjal, it is clear, Pranjal? So this is the process
Can I
of
tell?
obtaining wool. Okay, Pranjal, am I audible?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Yes, Utkarsh?
Ma'am,
Yes, Tanya, bolo.
Ma'am, I asked.
Hmm.
Ma'am, the same answer.
Okay, so all of you understood, na? I think Pranjal is understood. What are you going to write? So next I have given some of the, can we survive eating only raw
Ma'am, can I tell?
leafy
Ma'am, can I
vegetables?
Can I tell?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Can I
Ma'am,
tell?
can I tell?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
can I?
can I tell?
Ma'am, can I
Ma'am, can I
tell?
tell?
Ma'am, may I tell?
Now
Ma'am, can I?
stop, children. Now
Ma'am, can I?
don't say like that. If you want to ask, you can write down in the chat box. Yes, Aditya, give the answer.
Ma'am, humans cannot survive only on raw leafy vegetables or grass. Ma'am, the grass is rich in cellulose, which is a type of carbohydrate that humans are not able to digest due to the absence of cellulose digestion enzymes.
Okay, so what will happen? Those leafy vegetables will not supply us with sufficient amount of nutrients, like that is required for a balanced diet, like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, and vitamins. They will only supply some of the selected minerals and vitamins, and none other than it will be supplied by the leafy vegetables. Okay, am I clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am, you are.
children.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next question is, write the differences between natural and artificial silk. Shraddha, give the answer. Difference between natural and artificial silk. Am I audible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Differences between natural silk and artificial silk. Who will give the answer? Anyone? Or I should give the
Ma'am,
answer?
can you
Yes.
Ma'am, can I give the answer of natural silk?
give the answer?
I have already
Can I tell?
shared.
Ma'am, may I tell?
And
Just
can
wait.
I
Ma'am,
tell
may I
of the
tell?
artificial silk?
Yes, Ritika.
Ma'am, artificial silk are the man-made silk made in factories by using certain kind of chemicals.
And natural silk, Tanya, tell me natural
Ma'am,
silk.
can I tell?
Can I tell?
Ma'am, may I
Ma'am,
tell?
natural
Ma'am, may
silk
I tell?
is
Ma'am, can I
obtained
tell?
from silk moth.
Okay, what is
Ma'am,
the
can I
nature?
tell?
Yes, Utkarsh. Any
Ma'am,
other
can I tell?
difference? Any other difference,
Ma'am,
Utkarsh?
Ma'am, if we perform the burning test, then natural silk fiber burns, giving a smell of burning hair, while artificial fibers burns, giving a smell of burning paper.
Very good, excellent. And one more difference. One more difference. Children, one more difference.
Ma'am, the artificial silk are more durable than the natural silk.
Very good. One more. Artificial cells, the natural cells are protein in nature. They are made up of protein, and artificial cells are made up of polymer. I am writing the spelling in the chat box. That is, artificial cells are made up of polymer. POLYMERS. Polymers. Okay. Have you got it? So these are the 4 different examples that I have shared with you. Okay. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Sotters disease I'm not going to discuss. You can answer. I think all of you know what is Sotters disease, and beautifully it is well
Yes, ma'am.
explained in your book. Book में बहुत अच्छा है, वही आपको लिखना है. And I have given you also in the question answers. Next, how silk is obtained from cocoon? How silk is obtained from cocoon? Who will give me the answer? Anthrax is that, okay, just let me clear one thing, Amrit, that is Sotters disease is the name of the disease, and anthrax is the bacteria that is causing the Sotters disease. Okay, so it is anthrax, that anthrax is the, also you can, yes, you can also name it as anthrax, but it is a type of bacteria. Okay, and whose scientific name is Bacillus anthracis that you have written over there. Okay, Amrit, yes, you can give such informations, no problem. Okay. Next, it is how silk is obtained from cocoon. Who will give me the answer? How silk is obtained from cocoon? मैम आपका कनेक्शन गया मैम. प्रतिमा मैम.